Could there be anything more intimate than taking a home pregnancy test? And could there be anything more filled with anticipation, stress and angst? No other minute in your life approximately that point can bring so much modification. And it is precisely then that a faint line on your house pregnancy test can be extremely complicated and discouraging. If pregnancy has actually been evasive, the home pregnancy test, HPT, can be a sign of the dream that holds all your hope and joy or your worries and frustration. So what about that nebulous faint line? Are you or aren't you pregnant? How house pregnancy tests work. HPTs usually have two lines. The other line is the test line that shows pregnancy by discovering the hormonal agent human chorionic gonadotropin, HCG, which is not generally present in your body otherwise. HPTs use antibodies to bind HCG and produce a reaction, which leads to a color modification in the test line. The strength of a favorable test line depends on the amount of HCG in your urine. If the line that appears within a few minutes of taking the test is faint, it usually indicates that your HCG level is low. This doesn't constantly suggest your pregnancy remains in danger. It might be even if at the time you checked, your HCG level is high enough to set off the test. Consuming a great deal of liquid prior to screening can dilute your urine sample, which is why HPTs recommend you use your first morning urine samples for pregnancy testing. When implantation of a fertilized egg happens, HCG is produced, even though that egg might not be viable. A chemical pregnancy is one that happens before the 5th week of gestation, far before an infant can be noticeably found on an ultrasound. If you check earlier than 10 to 12 days previous ovulation, the HCG concentration in your urine may not be high sufficient to produce more than a very faint line. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Website, alfalfabloom.com